Hi everyone, this is PhoneArena here, taking a look at the new Samsung Continuum, which is a Galaxy S phone made from Samsung and available through Verizon Wireless. Samsung Continuum is basically a smaller brother version of the Samsung Fascinate that came out a little while ago. Both the phones, as you can see, are pretty similar styled, have the all black facing on the front, a little bit of a brownish hue on the back with a checkerboard design. But other than that, they're pretty much the same, similar phones except for the sizes. The Samsung Continuum has a 3.4-inch display on the top with a 480 by 800 pixel resolution. On the bottom of that is something new called a ticker display. It's 1.8 inches with 480 by 96 pixels, and it's pretty interesting. You can use it to go through different alerts, social networking, and feeds on there. Can also work with the music player and VZ Navigator. So it's kind of nice to use. In between the two displays, there's also your touch-sensitive capacitive buttons on here as well. On the back of the phone, there's a 5-megapixel autofocus camera with single LED flash. Also dual stereo speakers, which is a nice touch. Music actually sounds excellent on this phone, a lot better than pretty much any other phone we've tested for Verizon. On the side, you have your volume rocker, micro USB port. On the top, there's the lock button, 3.5mm headset jack. And on the right side, there's your two-stop camera shutter key and a micro SD card slot. There's also a 8GB card already installed. For the battery, it also comes with a 1500 milliamp battery on there. Both the Continuum and the Fascinate are also pretty identical when it comes to the software on it. Both of them are running Android 2.1, also with the Samsung TouchWiz 3 user interface layer on there. You also have your 7 home screens as well on both devices, which, as you can see, moves pretty quickly with the 1 GHz Hummingbird processor. Your applications list is also the same, shows the same grid design here that you can swipe side to side for accessing your programs. Along the bottom of the display is also constant 4 icons for accessing your phone dialer, contacts, messaging, and of course the applications. As we mentioned, the music player on the Samsung Continuum is laid out pretty nice. You have tabs across the front here for selecting playlists, albums, artists, genres. Going into an album here, shows the track information as well as your cover art. It's also different audio effects that you can select from. Different equalizer settings and other sound effects. What's nice is when you exit the music player, you can continue to use the home screen for other tasks, while it actually keeps a smaller music player down here on the bottom on the ticker display. You can use it to pause, play, fast forward songs, or go back to your track. So overall, the music player is really designed well on the Continuum, and like we said, with the stereo speakers on the back, the sound quality is very good. The 5-megapixel camera on the Continuum also does really well with pictures. First thing we noticed is that the haze that we experienced with the Fascinate is gone on the Continuum. Also, colors are represented very well, also with pretty neutral saturation on there, but fine detail is a little bit lacking on the pictures. But moving on indoor shots, unfortunately the quality does start to go down. Images start to look a little bit fuzzy and blurry, but when using a flash, the picture actually does come out a bit better on the Continuum than the Fascinate. So overall, it's not a bad 5 megapixel camera, better than what we saw on the Fascinate. The video player recorder is also able to record 720p videos at 30 frames per second.
This is video taken with the new Samsung Continuum, available for Verizon Wireless.
Of course, you can also access your other video files that you have stored on your SD card. That includes DivX and XVID, as well as MPEG-4 and H.264 encoded videos.
Turns out you don't need one. And our latest edition. She's 50 stories tall.
Naturally, with the Super AMOLED display, videos look very good on the Continuum, even though it is a 3.4-inch display. One thing we did notice, though, is that even though it's 3.4 inches, the pixel density is greater than on the Fascinate, since they're both the same resolution. So images, videos, and text actually look sharper and clearer on the Continuum than they do on the Fascinate. Of course, being an Android phone, comes with your basic Android apps on here, but since it's Verizon, they throw in a few extras as well. Have your 3G mobile hotspot, where you can connect up to 5 other Wi-Fi devices to the Continuum to use on Verizon's eVideo network. Bing search is also included, not Google search, so we're a little bit disappointed there. The Blockbuster app is included. We're not really a fan of it. Hopefully Netflix will come out with one soon. There's a Gmail app, of course, Android Marketplace, where you can download pretty much anything from there. Skype Mobile, Google Talk is also included. 2 games, Scrabble and Tetris on here. There's also a Think-Free Office that can open up a wide variety of documents, such as Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Adobe Acrobat. It's also included a VZ Navigator for GPS guided directions, even though it does cost you the $9.99 a month. One interesting thing about it is that when you use VZ Navigator, the ticker display at the bottom will continue to show your turns if you're using the top display for something else. Of course, you can use the Google Maps with navigation, but it does not use the ticker display on the bottom. So overall, nothing really out of the ordinary on here. Of course, there's also the VCast music and video streaming that's available. Of course, the web browser is WebKit based, like we've seen on other Android devices. You can zoom in and out by pinch to zoom. What it does is it reformats the text so you don't have to pan side to side as much. Also, like we mentioned earlier, since the pixel density on the Continuum is greater than the Fascinate, small text on web pages is actually clearer and easier to read. You don't have to really zoom in all that much. Where on the Fascinate, small text did look a little bit pixelated on there. The browser here also comes with a flashlight included that you can use, but it's very limited, so it's not a full flash experience. Hopefully the device will get updated to Android 2.2 to allow for Flash 10.1, but as of now you're just limited to the flashlight. But overall, browsing experience is pretty good. No really main complaints here. Works well, as you can see. Zooming in and out is really quick. Moving web pages also is very fast for rendering. Another area that both the Continuum and Fascinate share in is with the call quality. Calls on the Continuum were very good. They were clear, voices sounded natural and distortion free. There was no background noises or any type of echoes of any kind, which is the same experience that we had with the Fascinate. Even though both of them show 3 to 4 bars of signal reception, going into the service menu, actually the Continuum showed a little bit better signal than on the Fascinate. So overall, we're pretty pleased with the Continuum here. Like we said, it's pretty much a smaller version of the Fascinate. Because of the smaller size, it does fit pretty comfortably in the hand. More people would probably be more comfortable with the Continuum, where the Fascinate is a lot bigger. So it's pretty much a deal for people with larger hands, or if you definitely want that, a larger 4-inch display. But other than that, they're pretty much the same phone overall, same design software on there. We do like the additional ticker display on the bottom, as it does allow extra features on there. You can also actually activate it on its own by moving your finger on the side of the phone to access different things. You can then press on this little up key and it will actually take you to your current social networking feeds. So overall, we definitely recommend the Continuum if you're looking for a little bit smaller device than the Fascinate, but don't want to give up any functionality. Be sure to check out our full review of all these phones at our website at PhoneArena.com.